Hello, and welcome to the 2019 Department of Emergency Medical Services Award Ceremony. I'm Deputy Chief Joey Hunley, and I will serve as your Master of Ceremony for this event. We normally have this ceremony during National EMS Week with a proclamation from our Mayor. While we have all been forced to make significant changes to our way of life in the first part of 2020, we didn't want COVID-19 to stop us from recognizing the accomplishments and sacrifices our members made throughout 2019. So, we crafted the idea of having our first ever virtual awards program to thank you for your hard work and dedication to the city of Virginia Beach. We will go through our program as if we were together in an auditorium. Awards that have not been delivered to awardees prior to this program will be delivered over the next several weeks. 2019 was a busy year for us. For starters, you ran over 48,000 calls for service and contributed volunteer time valued at just over $9.1 million. In April, we hosted a major music festival at the oceanfront called Something in the Water. May brought the Patriotic Festival with a larger than expected gathering on Saturday night and an entire weekend that was overshadowed by active shooting events at the Municipal Center on May 31st. We had a busy summer season that included 72 water rescues by our Sandbridge Lifeguard Service and an active fall season with more special events. Fortunately, hurricanes stayed away this year. However, you continually demonstrated your unselfish support of our organization, showing just how strong our EMS system remains. We lost 3 longtime members of the department this year: Jack Dye of Rescue 14, Jen Booty Moore of Rescue 9 and the Support Services team, and Larry Shaw of Rescue 14. Jack Dye was a 44-year active member of the Virginia Beach Volunteer Rescue Squad. He served as the captain for both squads' competitive first aid team and the Honor Guard. Under his guidance, his teams won numerous state and international competitions. Jen Booty Moore joined the Kempsville Volunteer Rescue Squad in June of 1995 as an administrative member. She became a founding member of this department's support services team, designing the team patch. She was actively involved in the EMT Academy and talked to every class about what life was like as a quadriplegic, making no topic off limits. Larry Shaw spent 25 years with the department in multiple capacities. He began with the Plaza Volunteer Rescue Squad as an EMT and spent time with various special operations teams, including the Marine Rescue Team. He landed at the Virginia Beach Volunteer Rescue Squad, where he worked behind the scenes in many facets, including being published for photographer work in First Responder and Surfing magazines. Our prayers continue to be with the families. All 3 members will be deeply missed. I would like to begin by welcoming Mayor Dyer to say a few words.
I am pleased to be with you to celebrate another outstanding year of life-saving in Virginia Beach. The work done by all 10 of our volunteer rescue squads and the Marine Rescue Team, along with the Department of Emergency Medical Service, is outstanding. You really came through for our community on the worst day in Virginia Beach history, when 12 innocent people were killed in cold blood, without warning and without reason, as their work week was coming to an end on May 31st, 2019. 5 others were injured, 4 critically, and many more were traumatized, including members of our volunteer rescue squads and EMS department. Thank you all for what you do each and every day. Our Department of Emergency Medical Services delivers first-class service with progressive medical protocols and state-of-the-art technology. On average, EMS has 12 ambulances on duty every shift to provide emergency medical services in Virginia Beach. 93% of ambulance staffing is done by volunteers. Nearly every EMS service in the country charges fees to patients for the services they provide. Virginia Beach does not. Throughout our community, our rescue squads are supported by donations. That's proof of our citizens' appreciation for the services they receive. And now, I would like to read a proclamation. Emergency medical services is a vital public service requiring individuals to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survivability and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury, and whereas emergency medical services providers have traditionally served as the safety net for the American healthcare systems. And whereas approximately 2/3 of all emergency medical service providers in America are volunteers, and Virginia Beach has the largest voluntary emergency rescue system in the country. And whereas the members of the emergency medical service teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas Americans benefit daily from the knowledge, skills, and compassion of these highly trained individuals. Therefore, I, Robert M. Dyer, Mayor of the City of Virginia Beach, do hereby proclaim May 17th through 23rd, 2020 Emergency Medical Services Week. Thank you all, and God bless you for what you do.
Thank you, Mayor Dyer. Next, I would like to introduce EMS Chief Ed Brazel to say a few words.
It has been an unbelievable year since our last awards program. Before we talk about the major events, I want to note that we have continued to provide outstanding care to our patients every day. We have greater community confidence than ever before. Our rescue squad system remains healthy and ready to meet the challenges of the future. We have advanced our standards of care by adding new protocols and collaborating with our hospitals. We continue to plan, train, and respond as a unified response system. I want to give a special thanks to the Mayor, City Council, City Manager Leahy, and Deputy City Manager Cover, as well as the Chiefs of Police, Fire, Emergency Communications, and Emergency Management for their support. We could not achieve our mission without your teams alongside us. Together, Virginia Beach EMS members answered over 48,000 calls for service, making a difference in more ways than we count last year. Each of you should be proud of what you have done and where you are headed. This program covers our activities in 2019, but the current COVID-19 scenario is forefront in our minds. Our work in 2019 laid the foundation for our current operations in response to this unprecedented public health emergency. For today, though, I would like to congratulate each of our 2019 award recipients. You represent the tip of the iceberg of dedicated volunteer and career professionals who provide emergency medical response across this city day in and day out.
Thank you, Chief Brazel. It is time to recognize our members. Deputy Chief Tom Green will present the Years of Service, Active Service, Life-Saving, and Significant Incident Ribbon Awards.
Hello, and thank you for what you do for our organization and for our community. I'm excited to present these awards to our outstanding team, even if it is virtually. First up is our Years of Service Awards. These awards recognize years of service with the Department of EMS. Years of service are identified by a 1/2 inch gold star worn on the left pocket flap of the dress shirt or jacket. Each single star represents 5 years of service. This is important to us because our average retention rate for volunteers is 3.4 years. The following members are being recognized for their years of service. For 5 years of service, Tina Arterburn, Jordan S. Query, James Baker, Linda Baker, Justin Beck, Kathan Breen, Norwood Burdett, Amanda Clark, Cassandra Crandall, Corey Danico, Catherine Daves, Heather Davis, Sarah Drury, Joshua Hall, Jeff Harity, Arlene Johnson, Jerome Canada, David Kleintop, Thomas Kuntz, Kelly Lemezek, Adrian McCardle, Michael McCracken, David Nunez, Tommy Ogren, Nick Rice, Joe Robinson, Andrew Rosenblum, Rick Saul, Gary Shine, Jonathan Sevem, Bonita Tieford, Diane Van Campen, Brandon Walker, Zachary White, Alex Witt. For 10 years of service, John Dobb, Paul Feekins, Chris Florio, John Jarbo, Michael Leary, Amir Luca, Amy Lutz Sexton, Dennis Papilia, Crystal Price, Brad Sauer, Travis Smith, Paula Schwartz, Ira Whitehurst, Llewellyn Whitley, Gary Wilkes Jr. for 15 years of service. Christine Benedum, Kathleen Cope, Chris Daly, Ben Dobrin, Kim George, Kara Hughes Bowling, Patricia Keplinger, James Long, Stephanie Luca, Pam Peterzak, Terry Reeder, Rita Rousseau, and Eric Sveda for 20 years of service. Diane Ball, Ed Britt, James Cromwell, Richard Davis, Jim Geisinger, Douglas Lightheart, Deborah Volsky for 25 years of service. Judy Baker, Thomas Kiernan, Jay Leach, Brian Ledwell, Debbie Leonard, Tiffany Robbins, Margaret Zontini for 30 years of service. John Best, Joan Davis, Richard Hudson, Kevin Lipscomb for 35 years of service. David Cowling, David Jerichel, Bruce Nadelka for 40 years of service. Charlie Gurley, Sturgis Kidder, David Whitley, and last but certainly not least, for 50 years of service, William Bill Black. That's a combined total of 1,225 years. Thank you all for your service with Virginia Beach EMS. Our next category is the Active Service Award. This is awarded to any member of the department who distinguishes themselves by forwarding the mission of the department in preserving life, improving health, and promoting the safety of citizens and visitors, or who have distinguished themselves with outstanding community service through special events or programming. This year's Active Service Award goes to Arlene Johnson from the Ocean Park Volunteer Rescue Squad and Ben Dobrin from the Marine Rescue Team. Arlene Johnson created a speed loading system where supplies are restocked on ambulances by kits, such as an airway kit, rather than individual units. This concept has been adopted and implemented by several other rescue squads. Additionally, she's engaged other stations by creating a group inventory to make ordering supplies cheaper. On July 14th, 2019, Ben Dobrin was on duty for the Marine Rescue Team when he, along with other members, responded to a call for the recovery of a potential drowning victim. The victim was reported to have gone missing in the water several days earlier. Ben was a coxswain of the rescue boat that was the first EMS asset on scene. Observing the VBPD Marine Patrol officer was the only police boat on the scene and low on manpower. He offered to help. Due to Ben's experience, he was able to effectively communicate the recovery process to his junior crew members, allowing the officer to focus on other investigative tasks. His guidance and instruction led to a successful recovery of the victim onto the police boat in accordance with criminal investigative procedures. Recognizing that there are some political and religious sensitivities surrounding the victim who was recovered, Ben acted as a liaison between the police and the victim's gatherers. He explained the investigative process to the community and why some things had to be done in a certain order. He also explained the importance of religious traditions surrounding the victim to the on-scene detectives. His empathy, compassion, and calming presence encouraged a better, lasting relationship between these community members and the VBPD. Congratulations to Arlene and Ben. Our next category is a life-saving award. Due to the number of members receiving this award, the list of recipients is displayed on your screen, and I will not read their names individually. The Life-Saving Award is awarded to any member of the department functioning as a member on the combined crew of a cardiac arrest who successfully resuscitates a patient in the field and who is discharged neurologically intact from the hospital. In 2019, your collective outstanding performances reunited 43 field cardiac arrest patients with their loved ones. Congratulations and well done. Our next category is a significant incident ribbon. Due to the number of members receiving this award, the list of recipients is displayed on your screen, and I will not read their names individually. The Significant Incident Ribbon is awarded to any member of the department who distinguishes themselves by deploying or responding to and actively taking part in an event so significant that it involves full or significant deployment of department personnel to save human lives, secure property, and/or significantly affects the normal lives of the citizens of Virginia Beach. This year, the Significant Incident Ribbon is authorized for wear for those members who participated in the first ever Something in the Water Festival. As a result of your dedication and initiative, the event caused no service disruption to the community. The event utilized 228 personnel managing over 400 calls for service just at the oceanfront. Thank you for your time and efforts in making this monumental event a success for our organization and for our community. Chief Hundley, back to you.
Thank you, Chief Green. Our next category includes our Basic and Advanced Life Support Providers of the Year, as well as our Support Member of the Year. The Advanced Life Support Provider of the Year is awarded to an EMT, intermediate, or paramedic who distinguishes themselves through outstanding dedication to the community, adheres to the department's mission by providing exemplary advanced life support, pre-hospital patient care, and consistently displays a positive attitude and work ethic that reflects the department's core values. It is my pleasure to announce this year's recipient is Senior Paramedic Kyle Hanrahan from the Department of EMS. Kyle has been a valuable member of the Virginia Beach Department of EMS for almost 10 years. He began his career with the department as a volunteer EMT, working up to paramedic, and then advanced into additional leadership roles within the department. When it comes to work, Kyle exemplifies our core values of quality patient care, teamwork, integrity, and commitment. Kyle comes to each shift with a positive attitude and constantly strives to better himself in the field of medicine to provide our citizens and visitors with the best possible patient care. Kyle takes the time after calls to debrief with other members of the crew and the fire department on what went well on the call and what could be improved upon, as well as mentor and teach students, whether ALS or BLS, finding creative ways to develop them as patient care providers. Kyle demonstrates a high level of professionalism when interacting with patients, their families, and other medical professionals. He promotes a positive environment with peers where he has earned trust and respect. Congratulations, Kyle. The Basic Life Support Provider of the Year is awarded to an EMT or advanced EMT who distinguishes themselves through outstanding dedication to the community, adheres to the department's mission by providing exemplary basic life support, pre-hospital patient care, and consistently displays a positive attitude and work ethic that reflects the department's core values. It is my pleasure to announce this year's recipient is EMT Norwood Burdett from the Virginia Beach Volunteer Rescue Squad. In addition to his passion for service, Norwood has consistently demonstrated a high level of competence as a BLS provider. In the most critical situations, he can be counted on to provide excellent skilled care. This has never been more apparent than on the day of the Municipal Center tragedy. His partner and he were thrust into chaos when shortly after arriving on the scene, they were given their own ALS patient with no ALS provider. Norwood immediately took charge of the situation and treated his critically injured patient alone in the back of the ambulance for the entire transport. Norwood kept a level head and provided the best possible patient care. Additionally, Norwood is often the first to cover for other providers when circumstances prevent them from running their own shifts. When staffing levels are low, he picks up extra shifts to help the city. For most of 2019, he ended up running at least twice the minimum required hours each month, on top of staffing special events and manning carts at the oceanfront during the summer. Norwood has also taken on a role as a leader within the squad, serving as the equipment officer. He also takes extra time on duty to teach trainees the skills they need to succeed as providers. When many people would head straight for the recliner between calls, Norwood is bound to be out in the bay, teaching his intern about a piece of equipment or discussing scenarios. Congratulations, Norwood. The Support Member of the Year is awarded to an administrative or support services member who distinguishes themselves through outstanding dedication to the community and consistently displays a positive attitude and work ethic that reflects the department's core values. It is my pleasure to announce this year's recipient is Robert Miller from the Kempsville Volunteer Rescue Squad. Rob is an integral member of Rescue 9. He ensures that all Kempsville oxygen needs are met by filling all portable cylinders, including the fire crews at stations 9, 10, and 19. Rob checks all the trucks daily for fluid levels, tire pressures, and cleanliness. He details the Kempsville ambulances inside and out. He also cleans the EMS day room and bunk rooms at stations 9, 10, and 19. Additionally, Rob can be counted on to transport ambulances to and from the city garage as needed, even on short notice. Without his competence and dedication, the Kempsville Volunteer Rescue Squad would be less than what it is today. He is much appreciated and loved by his fellow members. He is constantly thanking the EMTs, interns, and students for their role in EMS. He is an inspiration to all he touches. Congratulations, Rob, and thank you for your service. Next is the EMS Achievement Medal. This is a new award and is awarded to any member of the department who distinguishes themselves by performing exceptional, meritorious achievement or service in their duties. This may include field operations or exceptional contribution to the service or community. This year, EMS Achievement Medals are awarded to Brigade Chief Joe Corley, Brigade Chief Tyler Kerr, and Senior Paramedic Jamie Styron. Brigade Chief Joe Corley has served the department for over 15 years, beginning his career as part of the training division and progressing to his current rank of Brigade Chief. Joe became a captain, serving in the EMS 6 role as a street supervisor in 2007 as part of a newly installed supervisory team and helped lead the way in the establishment of the standards we employ today with respect to providing excellent patient care. Chief Corley progressed to the rank of Brigade Chief in 2012 and was responsible for commanding the operations of daily EMS delivery. Chief Corley was an integral part of the creation of our electronic medical record system, implemented in 2010, and continues to offer valuable input with our data systems. In 2015, Chief Corley migrated the city's integrated public safety team, which was responsible for implementing the city's computer-aided dispatch system. During this project, it was not uncommon to see Chief Corley working behind a computer or consulting stakeholders for 60-plus hours per week. Those are the hours that we know of. But the hours he spent at home on his personal time are incalculable. Many times, we had to demand he take some time off. We cannot say whether he complied with those orders. Congratulations, Chief Corley. Brigade Chief Tyler Kerr provided detailed planning and coordination support to the Operations Division for Something in the Water. He served as the primary point of contact with the Volunteer Rescue Squad and the Marine Rescue Team leadership for operations. He oversaw the development and execution of the event action plan for the entire weekend. The event utilized 228 personnel managing over 400 calls for service just at the ocean front. Congratulations, Chief Kerr. Senior Paramedic Jamie Styron spent hundreds of hours above and beyond her normal duties, creating the event action plan, as well as other administrative functions in direct support of EMS operations for Something in the Water. As a direct result of her dedication and initiative, the department was able to successfully meet citywide deadlines, as well as manage the event with minimal disruptions. Congratulations, Senior Paramedic Styron. Our next award is the Medal of Merit. This medal is awarded to any member of the department who distinguishes themselves by performing outstanding meritorious achievement or service in their duties. This year, Medals of Merit are awarded to Division Chief Mike Lewis and the Virginia Beach Volunteer Rescue Squad's outgoing squad commander, Travis Smith. Division Chief Michael Lewis is awarded the Medal of Merit for his exceptional planning and coordination of Something in the Water. As a result of his dedication, initiative, and collaboration with other city emergency response departments, including the Volunteer Rescue Squads and the Marine Rescue Team, Virginia Beach EMS was able to successfully execute the event with minimal disruptions. With several hundred hours spent in the planning and coordination phase, his leadership in the execution phase resulted in an extremely successful event, paving the way for several improvements in the management of future special events. Under his guidance, approximately 300 personnel supported staffing over the weekend between field operations and the special event, resulting in a total of 775 calls for service answered between street calls and patient contacts during the festival. Congratulations, Chief Lewis, and thank you for your leadership. Travis Smith served as the squad commander of the Virginia Beach Volunteer Rescue Squad during 2018 and 2019. He was the deputy commander during 2016 and 2017, and he served in various operations, equipment, and maintenance positions in his 3 years prior. His record of meritorious achievements during this period is impressive and far exceeds any job description. He initiated, led, and/or oversaw the purchase and replacement of 4 ambulances and 2 other vehicles, the decommissioning of the squad truck, upgrades to 10 ambulances including the power load and lift systems, and 3 successful state inspections. He exudes personal initiative, driving an endless crusade to organize, label, clean, repair, and improve every squad asset. As a result, The squad's ambulances are well known for being consistently at the highest level of material readiness. He carried out the same aggressive agenda for the improvement of the squad's facilities, leading the effort to replace old furnishings, implement security measures, clean up a recurring leak and mold problem, and he decorated the walls with positive team-building photographs. For these reasons, volunteers are extremely satisfied with the conditions at the Virginia Beach Volunteer Rescue Squad, and this is a significant factor in strong membership retention. His vision for the squad, endless improvement projects, and leadership in implementing them have made the Virginia Beach Volunteer Rescue Squad a great place to volunteer. Travis revived the squad's waning community CPR program and supported the addition of the Stop the Bleed curriculum. His direct involvement in these community safety programs, multiple open house events, and liaising with activities in the 2nd Precinct and the Vibe District have helped to cement mutually beneficial relations with our neighbors, supporters, and most importantly, our patients. Travis expected a lot from his officers and members implementing or improving many squad processes, including ensuring college students remained active, expanding probationary qualification requirements, and a comprehensive series of standard operating procedures to meet the Department of EMS objective of delivering quality medical care. Congratulations, Travis, and thank you for your hard work and leadership. Chief Brazel will now present our final awards.
On May 31st, 2019, the unthinkable occurred. A gunman attacked Building 2 at the city's municipal center. Within a matter of minutes, 12 people would be murdered and 4 significantly injured. The first 911 call triggered a massive response by Virginia Beach public safety agencies. Our first ambulance arrived, quickly followed by a wave of medics, supervisors, and additional transport units. Off-duty personnel raced to their stations to staff backup units. Tactical medics entered the building prior to it being secured. Rescue task forces retrieved victims from within the warm zone. Our paramedics and EMTs didn't hesitate to face a scenario none of us has experienced before. Ultimately, 12 ambulances were deployed to the scene, transporting 6 critical trauma patients and 1 medical patient. In the hours that followed, additional crews supported rehab activities, EOC operations, and standbys at the Family Reunification Center. Now, I could speak for hours about the actions of our members and our allied partners that terrible day. For this program, though, I think the independent review by Hillard Hines summed it up best by saying, and I quote, "First responders acted courageously in the face of life-threatening danger, and their actions prevented further casualties. Members of EMS saved lives. These responders are to be commended for their courage, selflessness, and service to others." End quote. 5 members of the VBEMS Tactical Medic Team entered Building 2 during the height of the incident. These highly trained career and volunteer medics arrived individually, joining with police officers to search the building for victims and other potential threats. These unarmed medics were inside the building prior to the shooter being taken into custody and the building being declared secured. They provided critical information to the command officers regarding conditions in the building, helping us provide an effective response while keeping outside crews safe. They had a tough job as professionals, ensuring every victim inside the building was promptly assessed by medical personnel. In recognition of their conspicuous gallantry, I am proud to award the Medal of Valor to Captain Eric Sveda, Captain Nick DiCaprio, Tactical Paramedic Barry Kirshner, Tactical Paramedic Christopher Daly, and Tactical Paramedic Patrick Primo. Ultimately, 58 EMS personnel were on the scene in some capacity at the municipal complex over the weekend of May 31st. They provided multiple services ranging from direct patient care to incident support. It is also important to note that numerous other members responded to their stations but were not called to respond to the shooting. Dozens more stood the watch answering ongoing 911 calls. And a large contingent was committed at the oceanfront in support of the largest patriotic festival to date. While not everyone could be present at the Municipal Center, the work of these members enabled the Department of EMS to continue to provide seamless services to the community as we simultaneously address the criminal mass casualty incident. The unit commendation ribbon is hereby awarded to all Virginia Beach EMS personnel staffing apparatus or providing supporting services over the weekend of May 31st through June 2nd. As indicated in an earlier award presentation, the Significant Incident Award is awarded to any member of the department who distinguishes themselves by being part of an event of a scale that involves a significant deployment of departmental personnel. These members may have responded directly to the scene or directly supported the incident in some other fashion. The Building 2 shooting is clearly a significant incident worthy of such recognition. And due to the unusual circumstances of May 31st, the Department of EMS has commissioned a unique significant incident ribbon for Building 2 responders. This ribbon, whose color is drawn from the Virginia Beach city flag, will only be used for this incident. In addition to the unit commendation, each of the 58 members who worked at the municipal complex over the weekend of May 31st will be awarded this significant incident award. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for your service.
Thank you, Chief Brazel. This concludes our 2019 EMS Service Awards ceremony. As I mentioned in the beginning, awards that have not been delivered to awardees prior to this program will be delivered over the next several weeks. On behalf of the city leadership, thank you for your dedication to our community and its fantastic citizens and visitors year-round. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. Congratulations to all of our recipients.